Because I'm like, all right, I want to do certain things. I'm like, yo, what do these other people may have that I might not have? And it's like you ain't got nothing. Nigga. Like, you ain't liking nothing. This is what you got. Mm-hmm. So,
Mom used to make it enough.
Yeah, I mean, but the pandemic gave us the time to sit down, though.
Very true.
Because again, you're not worried about nobody worrying about really going to work like that or whatever you be there. I especially wasn't.
Right.
Yeah, I mean, I was like still grinding, doing what I gonna do because I couldn't sit in the house and rock. But it was like, okay, it gave me time to run around, gave me time to take walks, clear my mind, read books that have been published back in 1990s and shit like that. And like again, started started tackling my mind. So they started getting me like energetic or just different ideas and different perspectives. The way you look at it, that's why I call it like, changing perspective, change your lifestyle. You know what I'm saying? Like change your life. Right. So I didn't feel like maybe I had that time or the fact that, okay, I don't have a job now I got to spend my time with that. But okay, I was overloaded just grinding. Grinding always physically, it's about mental sometimes.
Oh, for sure.
You know what I mean? Like it's a mental game. You see what I'm saying?
Mentally exhausted.
So I'm mentally building, you know what I mean? Mentally building, having fun. And also too, I came to a concept of like, man, listen, just be yourself. You get paid off creating. You get paid off being creative.
Yep.
And it's so funny. I kind of like correlated back to when we was kids in school. When they used to give us little assignments. Oh yeah, create this project or create this business or be creative. It's like, where the hell did we get away from that?
Right. Somewhere along the line, it was like, okay, now you're a young adult.
Now we're
not creative anymore.
Don't be creative no more. Work at the job. Like, you just told me back in first, second grade to create my own business.
That's when you can be whatever you want.
You be whatever you want to be. What happened? Let's be real here. What happened? You see what I'm saying? Because I'm running projects. Create a business with boom. So imagine if you was young and you create a realistic business. Not saying that you was young, you didn't, but what happens to somebody promoting you and encouraging you to do that?
Right.
Yeah, I mean, then again, I think it's the world, and everybody got to be different because everybody got to contribute to their own, like everybody contribute their own gifts and shit like that. So all it turns up to me like, all right, be yourself, and the money's gonna come.
Yep.
Like I said before, you're not a nigga like that, so the money gonna come. Yeah, I mean, whether you high or low, you just stay down and trust your process.
Yep.
You know what I mean? So again, that's why you can't really put a dollar figure on certain things because again, if you still an impact and you living good, you do what you want to do, what's the problem? You see what I'm saying? So the pandemic was good because it was like, I think it really like just gave me a chance to like reshape myself clearly. Reshape everybody if you took advantage of it. Now some people didn't take advantage of it.
Right.
Me and a lot of other entrepreneurs, we took advantage of it. And on top of that, whether it was like I said, mentally, mentorship, learning new information, being open-minded to new information. That's the funny thing is too. Everybody's so open-minded, but when it comes down to, let's say, learning things about the United States or learning how to survive here in the United States, I'm gonna say it's like a lot of people want to be closed-minded to certain things. It's like, but you just said you're open-minded though.
Right.
You see what I'm saying?
They have an opinion and they don't even know what they don't know.
Like make it make sense. Like you just. So that's why I was like, okay, cool. And then like I said, now to sum all that up, when you think about it, like when you start separating yourself by the way you move when you think, everybody not gonna be for you.
And that's fine.
And it shouldn't be.
Yeah, I mean, because again, like I can't talk entrepreneurship with everybody.
Right.
I definitely probably can't talk credit with everybody.
Right.
Definitely can't talk about money around niggas. Like,
right.
When you start talking anything probably over 5 figures, they going crazy. Depending on who you talk to, they inspire or they trying to plot on you.
Right. That's
you see what I'm saying?
pretty much it.
Yeah.
So, but how do you get that energy to make it normalized like the rich kids? They talking about 5 figures, 6 figures on a daily. That shit ain't about nothing.
Everyday
but for us, when it comes to us, whatever, it's like it's a big fucking deal the whole time. Again, like you said before, you make 100,000, which be a lot of people go and like, yo, that shit really ain't nothing.
It's not. I'm telling y'all right now, it's not that much.
It's really not nice. You see what I'm saying? Like,
it was cute.
Because you still gotta break that shit up.
Right.
So,
like you say, pay your bills and most stuff is your own profit, and it ain't that much.
So that's why, like, okay, what we really like. So it's like what we really come down to. What we really chasing. What's the real goal? So, but again, you got to be like in a good position to even be able to accept that stuff. So again, if you just out here bullshitting, you out here just not doing nothing, you ain't networking, you ain't learning, you just toxic, you just in the fucking way.
Like, that ain't gonna work because blah blah blah.
Yeah, I mean, you just in the fucking way. It's like again, as time keep passing, you're not gonna get better. You know what I mean? You're not improving.
Yep.
You know what I mean? Like, and you just in the goddamn way, and you might get knocked off the chessboard sooner than later. Yep. Who knows?
Pretty much. It ain't for everybody.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I ain't gonna lie. Honestly, I can say that me being busy, staying focused with the shit I got going on really keeps me out of the way. Not saying I was ever, not saying that I ever wasn't like an away type person or it's gonna be. But it's like when I really think about it, it's like when you got shit going on, a lot of things. It's something to be done. Especially if you got a business, because there's always something that you can improve or do for your business.
Yep.
And if you got multiple things going on, then it's always something to do. So within your 24 hours, you probably got a positive schedule. You ain't probably got no bullshit on your schedule. You probably ain't got no from 5 to 7 I'm a bullshit. Like no, from 5 to 7 I'm probably gonna read. I'm probably gonna work out. Or I'm gonna go do something about construction company, whatever it may be. Like you're gonna be doing something. Hopefully, fulfill your day. Right. So when it comes down to the mindset again, if you got time to be saying your bullshit and worry about everybody else is gonna be again, what you think is gonna happen? The manifestation. Come on.
Yep. As like I saw, of course, with the whole Will Smith thing that happened, I just kept seeing like paragraphs and paragraphs and paragraphs of people dissecting it. I'm like, imagine what you could do with your time if you use all that energy for something else, for something that's actually going to benefit you and maybe your business plan that you were thinking about, whatever. I'm like, there's so many people that were just like doing a deep dive. I'm like, they were
dissecting the whole thing. Like, oh Lord.
And one thing about the Instagram shit is like, I've been on that joint for a minute now, and it's like, you watch the wave of how it transformed, how we first started, got on to what it can be, and it's like, man, like, you just be amazed at what people really like just waste their time on, or the energy they put itself into.
Such a waste of time.
And it's like, what the hell? It's like, it's so much. I'm giving it, and I be trying to cut back on it because I be fucking the game up a little bit. But it's like information.
Like, how many people on your team or in your field be like, "Yo, shut the fuck up"?
And the information be like, "Yo, it's like sometimes you just need that one gem." Yep. And you can be getting that shit off Instagram sometimes if you got the right content. Yeah. If you put the right energy into it.
Clean up your social media.
So are you using Instagram or you let Instagram use you?
Yeah.
No, I decided I use Instagram now. Like January of this year, I stopped following all like Shade Room. I don't be knowing what the fuck is going on. I stopped following all those distractions, and I just have no idea what's happening. When I open up my timeline right now, I bet you I'll see something about real estate, something about the notary business, something about anything that I'm already in. I try to keep my mindset there.
What we fail to realize, and I'm gonna keep for our culture. What we fail to realize is like, yo, we really got Instagram, Facebook in our pocket that is connecting us to everybody got an account all over the goddamn world.
It's the best networking tool.
And then what we say, sometimes no niggas can't hold water. So imagine the free game he probably getting up on that joint.
You gotta look.
Where the fuck you think I get this information from sometimes? I'm not saying I be on Instagram and learn all this shit, but it's like, damn, I caught that jump. Let me try that shit. Or I'm take that boom.
See something, you look more into it.
And I still go, like I said, once you're in the mix, you still got to do your own little trials and tribulations. That's why I say, listen, once you understand the concept, the blueprint of it, it's like, yo, you still gotta go do your thing. Like, ain't nobody, I try to lead you to the water, help you sit, but it's like, you still gotta do your own goddamn thing, because I can't be there.
You gotta put the work in.
You gotta get 10 business bank accounts or whatever, you gotta apply for 10 different, I'm not gonna do that shit for you by the feet. You see what I'm saying? But if I give you the blueprint, it's like,
go do it.
Go do it, because not only have I used it, a lot of other people use it. Again, like I said, how the hell you think I learned how to do it? You see what I'm saying?
Exactly.
So Instagram is like, yeah, my content definitely had to change over the years. Like, I don't follow none of that shade, bro. Like, I have people that come out sometimes, I don't know their name, I don't know what they do.
I went on there yesterday, actually. I was like, who the fuck is that?
I don't care sometimes, because I always look at like that shit was weird, because it's like people really put minutes and typing a fucking
all their energy. All their energy.
And then there's people reading. I bet you there's more people reading through those paragraphs than for you to say like, this is how you build business credit. They're gonna skip right over that. But if you put Will Smith slapped the shit up, oh yeah, let's watch this.
It's all come down to, is one thing I learned too. It all come down to the marketing. It all come down to the marketing. If you make it look good and make it appealing, then obviously people gonna jump at it. So no matter what the subject may be compared to what you may got going on, 'cause I see it all the time. Like my marketing probably not the best, but it's cool. But it's like, so you rather entertain this and what the fuck I'm talking about?
You gotta
get it, right? Or like it ain't only word, or don't even say me. Like I see what this person may be talking about, and you rather entertain that versus that. It's like, yo, make it make sense, because again, I'm talking for the ones that be saying they want a better solution out of these situations. So again,
I want.
If the Instagram bullshit and it's filled with bullshit, like again, you get 24 hours a day. What are you doing? You know, be like my shit is all motivational, people I follow and informational purposes.
Right.
So it's like when I go on the gram, it's like, okay, I'm seeing some motivation. Okay, I'm motivated throughout the day. I see some information. Okay, I'm gonna try that shit out. I see my folks, they doing their thing. Whether they doing the same thing, whether they doing something inspired. Okay, cool. Like it's 50-50.
That's it.
But I ain't on that joint, worry about nobody gossip like that. You see what I'm saying? I'm like, don't get me wrong. I'm not like and like I don't read none of that shit. Like I come,
it's there.
If it come across my screen, I might entertain it for a second, but I'm not doing research on like how people do it. Like they're talking about it all fucking week. Like
because now everybody's a fucking expert.
That shit to do.
Everybody knows exactly what happened.
Exactly. Shut up.
Because at the end of the day, let everybody say everybody trying to chase a bag or whatever dollar amount, or everybody trying to get this money. So how the hell you doing all that? You feeding bullshit. Exactly. Because ain't no money in the bullshit.
Nope.
I mean, let me know if it is. I'm not in that way.
Unless you're running the account, but you're not running the account.
Unless you are the shade room itself.
Yeah, you are not.
Yes. All the bullshit you're talking right now.
Yeah, like a lot of that stuff is like it's all mental. And I always like I said again, you gotta be in the best positive mental state as much as you can, because again, life is gonna happen. Like you're not gonna always walk around your own chipper. I'm not saying that's how it's supposed to be.
Yep.
But whatever you control, you can control it. Because again, you don't want to be on some bullshit, then I can do some bullshit, then it's bullshit on top of bullshit, then
and you never get out of it.
Bullshit,
you see how you be in a negative space and then bad shit just keeps happening over and over and
you're
over.
Attracting
it's because you're attracting that negativity.
Yes.
Stop.
You gotta stay positive and just keep it pushing. But
and it doesn't mean you're happy all the time. You just know how to maneuver through all that.
You just push past it. That's all. You
Yep.
can't let that shit consume you.
No.
Move on to the next thing.
Yep.
That's it. Just move on. We all got the same 24 hours. Use it wisely.
That brain is so powerful. Like, I'm like a true witness of it. And it's like you can't tell me nothing because I look at it like, okay, cool. I see other people doing certain things. It's like, okay, that's cool for them. I know. So if I see somebody doing that, means I know it works and I can do it.
Right.
But the only validation is if that's something I want to do and I try to do and I can do it, it's like, okay, damn, I know if I did it, I watched my I know this motherfucker can do it. Mm-hmm. That's how I just look at shit. You see what I'm saying? But I also know that, again, I know the keys of how to get to a certain level.
You put the work in. You just like that's
and it's hard.
Put the
and it's
work
hard.
in.
Like, you gotta put the work in. You gotta stay focused, dedicated, disciplined, and focus on whatever lane you in. Like, and stay out the goddamn way. You gonna be good. You see what I'm saying? Like,
worry about your damn self.
Worry about yourself, and then and then the level is gonna graduate to what graduate higher to to wherever they get to. You see what I'm saying? Like, because at the day is like
that's real shit though.
You can't just go from 1 to 100 million, I guess, unless you got a blueprint on that shit.
Unless I get a good
you
scratch off.
You can't just go from.
And if you do share it,
scratch off, maybe I don't know. That's it.
I mean, you can't like everybody that we like I said we look up to or watch or that's a public figure. They didn't just go from 1 mansion to the 10. Like it was probably some type of graduate movement, some bullshit.
The end result. You don't know all the crazy paths that they took to get there.
And then you can't look at somebody level right now. That's on level 10. I'm like, damn, I've been doing this shit for a couple months, couple weeks, couple years, and I ain't.
It's probably people looking at you like I'm just trying to get to that level, but they don't remember all the other businesses. They don't know all this background. All this.
They don't know. Yeah, they just and the funny thing is, I respect the game. So anybody that's doing good or bad, it's like. You never know the details of what's going on behind the scenes.
You have no idea. Yeah.
You don't know what's going on behind the scenes because it's not your business, because it's not your path, it's not your situation. It's not for you. It's billions and trillions of people on this earth. How the hell are you supposed to? Come on.
You're not.
Yeah.
You're not. You know what I'm saying? So it's like you gotta stay focused on yourself and do what's best for you.
That's it.
So whatever that's in your mind or whatever you've been exposed to, whatever you believe in is telling you like, or whatever to promote you do this, run on that shit. Because again, for example, like, I'm not thinking about doing a goddamn podcast, but y'all was okay. Listen, y'all got that energy to do it or that calling. Go ahead and do that shit. And wherever y'all land at that, it's gonna make y'all. I mean, if y'all happy about that, I'm happy for y'all. Yeah, I mean, but y'all gotta do your own thing.
Right.
Just like so, that's when they got to learn about me. It was like, all right. Once I made my mind up, boy, and it was like. Okay, I don't want to do this. I want to do this. And then again, the road be lonely, man. Like, that road be lonely as a motherfucker. Like, I know that a lot of cliches say, and people be like, this and this. I'm like, whatever. But when you start doing certain things, or start experiencing certain shit, like, man, God.
Oh, for sure, yeah. Because I always say, I'm blessed to be around a lot of entrepreneurs. So, for the most part, I don't feel lonely because a lot of times I can just be like, yo, you ever blah, blah, blah. And they're like, yeah, it's, it's a part of it. I'm
gonna say like,
there's times where I'm just like, fuck.
So like, when you in a certain lane, it's like you don't really have nobody to turn to like that. You gotta either like so you gotta get it out the mud. Get it
out the mud. I say that shit all the time.
Yeah, you know what I mean, so for him, like real estate, I don't have nobody in my family, no contract, nobody, no agent, no nothing, no friends, no nothing. So if that's something I want to do, I don't know if that's something I really wanted to do. Until I had to figure that shit out. So again. I've been with the real estate for like years ago. Ain't like I just woke up a couple months ago like, no, I'm gonna do real estate last year.
That's the way.
Like, I had to like, okay, put my mind to it and realize, okay, I'm gonna be the one to at least try. everything going smooth so far, whatever it may be. But listen, like I said, it's still bullshit here and there, but I'm still here though. Mm-hmm. But again, you look at the chart wise, it's just me. Mm-hmm. Now, again, like I said, the road is lonely because again, it was my idea. I might have tried to probably put people in the mix or bring them on, get them out there, and it was like clearly when it came down to it, it was just me.
Mm-hmm.
Still going on, it's still kind of me, and it's okay because obviously this is my goddamn lane.
Right.
You see what I'm saying?
Right.
You made it. It's made for you.
You see what I'm saying? But then again, it's like ain't like, and maybe somebody probably tried for me some certain things before, or maybe other people got things going on. They probably want me. Well, I don't know, but again, that's not me. Mm-hmm. So that don't stop you from being you. That's your lane. That's your, go ahead, do you. Because you don't lack nothing. Do what you got. That's what you got.
Right.
If you feel like that's your calling,
do you?
Go ahead, brother, man. Like,
I like it. I love it.
Yeah.
So.
And you have to enjoy doing it.
That's it. That's it.
So to wrap all that up, not wrap it up, but
no, you can wrap it up. Go ahead.
Not wrap it up. But to say all that to say this, it's kind of like, all right, when you understand like what you want to do, how you want to get there, or whatever, it's kind of like, all right, what resources can you put in place, or what resources do you have in place to make it simplified for you? Mm-hmm. So I'm gonna say back to the real estate. It was like, all right, I want to do that. Okay, how can I get in the game now or soon without some shit down the line?
Mm-hmm. Right.
I gotta learn information. I gotta apply the information. I gotta go through the bullshit, stick with it, and then it's like you'll get to where you want to be. Then when you get to where you want to be at, what you think gonna happen after that? What the fuck you think happen after that? Your next goals or your next, you gotta go do this shit.
You already have that brain, that entrepreneurial brain. You're always gonna want more.
Yeah.
So there's always gonna be more that you want. It's never gonna be enough.
Yeah.
So the one thing about it is like, if I can tell people like, don't be scared, or at least try, it's like, okay, cool. That's why I like, okay, one, we live in Pennsylvania, LLCs is not that much or whatever, if you learn how to do it yourself. Mm-hmm. But it's okay. You get an LLC. You can take your credit. Because again, we all should have good credit anyway. Because again, everybody want to buy a car or house at the minimum.
Right.
But if you want to expand on it, then like, listen, this shit right here is still for you. Because again, like once you understand how to use this stuff, it's crazy. So you got your LLC, you got your credit, and you can go ahead and be a boss, be an entrepreneur, be an investor. It's up to you. Take a chance on yourself instead of taking your chance on yourself on the goddamn job. You see what I'm saying? Because obviously the boss is hiring you, is taking a chance because he's hiring you.
Job to open up, wait
he expecting you to come in,
or whatever.
He expecting you to come in, do your job, so he ain't got to fire you, so that way he ain't got to worry about replacing you and giving you money. You see what I'm saying? So basically, it's called being on the other side of the goddamn table. What do you say? Fuck being in the building. I'm trying to buy the building.
Right.
So again, now it's so funny. My mindset, I look at a lot of things. Like I don't look at shit from a worker standpoint. It's like I don't look at it like, oh, I want to rent that apartment. I'm like, damn, how can I
get a building like
that? I get the whole building. What I need to do? Who I need to? I mean,
yeah.
Oh, I like the restaurant. I like the. No, how can I get a? I'm checking shit out. Like,
yeah, you're looking at it differently.
Yeah, I mean, like, yo, how you do that? Who you talk to? What you have? What's the proper stuff? You know what I mean? Like, so you start moving a certain way. So again, but it's like it's all mind geared. Yeah. So man, you got an LLC, you got a good mindset, you got your credit right, and even if your credit not right, you can get it right. That's the problem. Yep. That's not the problem. But that is the problem. Right. That's the problem that people don't think they can come back.
Yeah, like, my credit's terrible. I
can't do anything.
Man, listen.
There's always
that shit right here is in place for us, for the ones that use it. The reward is unlimited. That's what I'm saying. That's why they make it like that, probably. Yep. That's why they try to make it scared. They don't even teach about this shit in school. They don't teach no credit in school. Nope. They don't teach us a lick of credit in school. No. But these businesses, our student loans is based off credit. Our houses,
everything
our cars,
everything is credit, insurance, and interest, and credit and interest, and we learn nothing.
And we don't even get a sentence of this shit in school.
You just get out of school and then you sign off all these loans for school, and then you're like, what the fuck?
So make it make sense. If you notice how we're thriving, United States is thriving. That's what I'm saying. United States is what? So what? First of all, United States is bankrupt. That's a conversation. Yes. But
they were bankrupt before the pandemic.
But they straight out in debt.
But they print money.
But how the hell we still in? How the hell they still functioning? Who the hell we paying these bills to?
Right. Credit.
So I mean, so until you like say you dive into it and further knowledge on what's going on out here, it's like understand what's really going on. It's like, yo, this shit is bullshit.
We're trillions of dollars in debt, but we're giving away billions to another company.
Make it make sense. Come on.
Another country. Credit.
We going to do a pandemic. We going to do a pandemic, but they don't want to get rid of student loans. Come on, make it make sense.
I haven't made a student loan payment in almost 2 years. So
make it make sense. So it's like
y'all don't need it then.
They bank off our ignorance. So on a small scale, because this shit get deep. That's why it's the Matrix. This shit get deep. This is why I think they be talking about the Illuminati, but I don't think no Illuminati shit. I think really think if you got some good information, you applying, they gonna think you an Illuminati.
Right. You either
you can't just,
weird or different or you part of something.
You can't just Google a certain topic and the thing's gonna pop up on the first page.
Right. You're not gonna get A through Z all the steps.
Yeah, I mean, because the shit that I learned, let's say off the internet, because again, everything it's a program out here. Because again, if all this information is so easy to access, again, everybody be doing it. But if you got to get certain information out the mud and do your thing and it works out for you because it been working out for them and it been working out for them, it's like, well, damn, what the fuck? Is this shit really wrong? Is this shit really hidden information? Yeah. Because obviously they're not teaching us. Because again, like I always say, if they was teaching us, why the fuck would they be? If they was teaching this, if they knew this stuff, why would they be teaching us?
They wouldn't.
If you know how easy it is when you in a proper position, you know how easy to get $100K. You know what the fuck you can do with $100K?
And in a lump sum. Yeah, you didn't have to work all year for it and get get it ripped in taxes and all that. Like lump sum.
Listen, my mind was blown recently because like, I just jumped into like the whole situation. I'm like, I ain't like I've been doing this shit for years, but it was like I've been prepping myself. So when it was time for me to start playing, I was able to play earlier than niggas. I never had to fix my credit. It was more that I learned how to use it. Okay. So I was with my mentor one time. We sat there, and I think we got like on a Friday evening. I think we pushed a couple buttons. I think I got like $30,000 in credit. Yeah, it's in credit and shit. But you gotta think about it. I spend the same way, right? Yeah. The same money. So if I had $3,000 in cash, I got $3,000 in credit, and I'm gonna make an investment anyway, and they all spend the same. Who gives a fuck? I'm not using my money. That means credit. Somebody's fronting me $30K into an investment that I know that I'm making a good investment. It's gonna make me more money. What the fuck is going on out here? I see why they don't see this shit. Because again, if you know how to make $100K in credit or whatever, and you go to invest that shit, what you think comes back from your investment that you invest in this shit in? Right. Come on, like why be scared of that?
They can't teach that in school because then who's gonna work in these buildings? Who's gonna work for these companies?
That's what I'm saying. You learn how to get your salary in a month or two. Cause like, everybody ain't making no typical. Everybody really making no money like that. As far as like, I'm gonna say no money because I've been there and done it. Like, right. You making $40,000, $50,000. Like okay, cool. I've been there and done that. That shit ain't no fucking money.
We know what that looks like.
You see what I'm saying? So it's like you can make that shit and push a couple buttons. That's fucking 2-3 banks. Yep. Knowledge on one day.
Yeah, just need the knowledge. Yeah.
1 week. How I know? Been there, done it. You see what I'm saying? Just playing around with it. So I know that okay, damn, if I get serious with it, or if I would have been more serious with it, I'm like, damn. So let's say I got a certain amount on credit. It's like, damn, imagine if I would have just been more disciplined, a little bit more serious. How much more can I have? So I mean, how much more can I invest? I ain't
now that you know, it's like now how much more can you get?
How much more can I get? You see what I'm saying? So what I do is, like I said, boom, this is the fucking blueprint right here. But I would teach it to you or show you because again, let's say if I got 100,000, that don't mean you gonna get 100,000. Right. You might get 50. You might get 150. You might get 250. It's up the fuck to you because your credit report is the same as mine. Right. My shit might be better. Your shit might be better than mine. Who gives a fuck? But again, I might go to 2 banks. You might want to go to 3 banks. So it all comes down to really being strategic right here. But it's like sometimes you need somebody to tell you that shit. Yeah. Because like, I know that
just be that simple. Like,
it's really that simple. Because it was like, somebody told my ass, it was like, all right, bet, let me go fuck with it. Tried it out.
You just gotta. So pretty much, they just gotta execute the G print.
Yeah.
That's just good to go.
That's like the shit we do on a regular basis. When you in school and they tell you to study and do we gotta execute on the test. Yep. You at work, they tell you what the motherfucker do. You gotta execute at work. Yep. If you get information outside the books or whatever it may be, what the fuck you think? You gotta execute on it
in your own life.
Yeah, I mean you gotta execute on it. And then it's so crazy because I believe they really got a tradition to like thinking that okay, cool, we either go to high school then you start working, or you go to high school then you go to college. But after all that, that's it. It's like no, yo, there's more levels of this shit. There's other things you can be out here. You know that, right? So much. Or it's like matter of fact. That's not where your learning stops. I mean, I'm sorry. Yeah, that's not where your learning stops.
It shouldn't.
I feel that my life experiences have taught me way more than I think.
And that's what it comes down to. Your life experience is always going to teach you way more because again, everybody different.
And jobs are now, like, if you still want to do the corporate stuff and you want to do the 9 to 5, now they're acknowledging that life experience, right? Before it was like, if you don't have a degree or you don't have a whatever, like, you can't work here. You don't got a diploma, you don't got a degree, no. But now they're acknowledging life experience because they're realizing that accounts for something.
That's, like, finally, you're catching on.
Yeah. All these years later.
Right, exactly.
Because first of all, again, it was always like I said, I take a shit for signs. It was always little signs. Let's say I was fresh out of college, construction management degree, shit like that. I didn't really have that much experience. I just came out of college, and I didn't really have too much experience in college. You try to apply for an entry level job, and we want 3 years of experience. It's like, what the fuck?
It's just
I thought entry level was 1 to 2 years. And my bad. I thought entry level was 0 to 2.
Entry level is I just got to say.
You know what I'm saying? And then it's like, what the fuck is y'all doing so differently at this construction company that the other motherfuckers ain't doing?
Yeah.
Or what y'all trying to have me do that so differently? Or why can't you show me? You know what I'm saying? Or like I said, I learned the concept, they're going to show you anyway.
Right. They're going to, most of these jobs are going to give you that on-the-job training anyway. So you're telling me you have to work 3 years to apply for an entry-level position. Get the fuck out of here.
And then, like, that's what I'm saying. Then that shit bullshit, because it's like, I said, this bullshit really depends on your back. Because at the day, it's like, I never really had, like, a job like that. So it's like, I never really had, like, a dream job or a dream company like that. Yeah. So once I found, like, my lane in school of what I wanted to do, the concept of it was like, all right, cool. So anything after that was like, all right, I want a construction job. So you got to think, if I'm in Philly and I apply to all the construction companies I can, it's only a limited amount of certain construction companies in the city, but they don't hire my black ass, then what?
Right. Now what? What's the next step?
What's the next step? How the fuck can I get in the construction game? If I want to do construction, whether I don't go outside what I already been told what it needs to be, or I skipped out of town what I did and get some experience and a lot of other things that came along with it. You see what I'm saying? So there's always a full picture.
Yep.
So, but that's why they kept us in school, because again, it's like if everybody was doing it, where everybody knew it. Like, trust me, a lot of people wouldn't be doing what he was doing. Like, it's like I said, just and my main thing is about investing. So that way, because that's the investing, that's the real play. You put your money up or don't put your money up, but the returns or the profit is yours, and who gives a fuck, and everything cool that night, and
that's it.
I want to work for money.
Right.
That's your long-term goal.
Like all the time.
Yeah, like, I don't mind.
You want to clock in every day?
You want to clock in every day? So like, I don't mind working for money. Like, I don't mind grinding to get where I gotta go.
But that's not the
end all be all.
That's not what it's all about.
If it's all grind it out for 6 months, year, whatever. But for the rest till retirement,
till 65.
What?
When it's all said and done,
at 60.
And I can't run around, let's say physically for my business, but it may be, I want to be an investor, laid back, chilling,
making money in your sleep.
Whatever I got going on, I want everything to be covered. God forbid, I don't got no health problems, but I got health problems going on. Okay, listen, that money I'm making is covering that shit. I still want to go do this and do that. Okay, that money covering that.
Right.
Because clearly you get to a certain. Then I'm saying it's like y'all don't see that sometimes that people get to a certain point they can't even function. Like,
right.
So how the hell, if you can't function, how the hell you gonna work? But if you can't work, how the hell you gonna get money?
Right.
Yep.
But you know you can invest in money could pay you. There's different ways to get this money. So it's like, why they not teaching this? Why they not showing this? Why nobody not thriving for it?
Want people knowing this?
You see what I'm saying? So that's what I'm like, man. I saw that shit. I'm like, man, hell no.
No, for sure.
I gotta start somewhere.
This is what it's like.
I mean, because I definitely
what you knew now.
Yeah.
Listen, I don't come from like a rich, resourceful family. Like you know what I mean? I don't get me wrong. I'm not like rich enough like now. I'm just trying to get to where I'm going to go. But I know I definitely changed the dynamics of what path I was going down on and versus what I was told also. Like I know I'm definitely like a 360 from that. You see what I'm saying?
You had a couple 360 moments.
You see what I'm saying? So, yeah, like I said, just all about just the grind. Like you just gotta grind, stay focused, keep it pushing. Yeah, I mean, like I said, even down the pandemic, like I was out here doing all types of shit.
Right.
Yeah, I mean, not illegal, nothing, but I was out here doing all types of shit to keep myself going.
People were grinding it out during the pandemic.
You know what I mean? Like I said, networking, learning, whatever it can be. Like I look at stuff like a whole. Like, you know what I mean? Look like a whole. Put it together. Put all that together, it's gonna land you to your next level. Yep. And then when you get to the next level, you do what you gotta go there, do what you gotta do, to get to the next level. You see what I'm saying? So
you manifest it, but then you put the work in. Like I think there's a misconception of, I'm gonna manifest $1 million house. Okay, but you gotta put the work in. You can't. It's not like you gotta just see where they're at. Just
you
like,
gotta talk
I wish
to people.
For this.
And that was
manifesting requires work.
Yeah, and that's funny because I'm a thinker. So it's like, and I used to see people like post like, you know, everybody used to post, not everybody, but people used to post like, I want the big ass mansion with the foreign cars. And my mind seems like, who the fuck paying for this shit?
Right.
How does she get paid for?
Yeah.
Well, what job? The job you working at right now?
There's nothing
That's how you
wrong.
gonna get
The
that.
entry level job.
Don't get me wrong, there's nothing wrong with, I guess, say your goals and shit like that. But again, it's like, you gotta be realistic because it's like, okay, cool, like, this shit gotta get paid for.
Yeah.
You somebody gonna give you the money or you gotta have something coming in. So,
How are you gonna get it, and how are you gonna keep it?
Right.
and that's the main thing. It's like, that's the thing too. It's like getting it and maintaining it.
Right.
And that's like a whole nother story
Well,
too.
like, getting it is hard, but maintaining it is harder.
Oh yeah.
Or getting it might be easy.
Right,
But
depending on your story.
Yeah.
And maintaining it might be hard.
Yep.
Because again, there's been a couple people that, you got a lot of people that might have been given a lot of resources. You know what I mean? Was in the form of money, information, BB, but if you don't analyze, if you don't use it, you don't leverage it, what it may be, it's like,
I'm sure there's people saying, well, all types of, all the tools and not doing anything with it.
Yeah.
it's crazy. So it's like people that had, I know people that probably had like a lot of money, but they had no foundation or whatever, and they blew it.
Yep. And there's a lot of people that blew the bag last year.
Yeah, I mean,
and even
like,
before that.
So it's like, make it make sense. You see what I'm saying? So
Manifest, put the work in.
definitely got manifest with the work in.
Yep.
Because that's how you
Use your 24 hours wisely.
Yes.
Definitely, because you can't get a minute more,
That's it.
not even a second more, and it's like, it's so, when you really narrowed it down, it's really like, it might be funny, it might be cliche, but it's so real shit that it's like it's like, it might be laughing, but I'm not playing. Like, you can't get no more time.
Right. Now, like, this
And
is
the time
it.
that's wasted, like, that shit ain't coming back.
Yeah.
You can look in the you can look in the future, but you don't know what lies in the future.
Right.
That's a risk. But I can tell you for sure that time that you wasted ain't coming
They ain't
back.
coming back.
No.
You can
see what I'm
always
saying?
make more money. You can't make more time.
No.
Oh hell, that's what I'm saying.
That's just what it comes
And
down
then
to.
sometimes, like, you really get. Then sometimes you really can't control the money. Sometimes.
Sometimes you can't.
You know what I mean? Like, sometimes you can't control the money, like,
time.
because like that, shit happens and shit come up or things might don't go your way. With me, like, okay, like, whose fault is it?
Right.
It's either part of the plan or
Or you miss something.
you miss
Yeah.
something. You know what I mean?
But you
So,
learn
like,
from the experience.
but you
and
gotta
that's
learn
it.
to keep it going because again, it's like as long as you still cool coasting, again, like as long as you ain't buying missing no meals and missing no bills, you Gucci.
Yep.
You know what I mean? That's like I look at it like as long as you ain't missing no bills, you ain't missing no meals, you good.
No, that's
Yeah.
a good way to put it.
That's a really good way to think
Yeah.
about it.
Cause every
No
day,
bills and no bills.
every day, listen, every day can't be peaches and cream.
Right. No, that's
I mean,
not realistic.
you're thriving to hopefully one day that
That's
it
the
could
goal.
be. That's the goal.
Yeah.
But being realistic is like, even when like you, let's say you get into let's say you get to your top goal or whatever, it's like it still might be some bullshit going on.
No,
Like,
you know it's gonna be some
Yeah.
bullshit.
You
It's
might
like
get
a
there.
different levels, yeah,
Right.
different level,
Yeah,
different
there's
form.
bullshit
Like,
on all of
so it's all
them.
different forms. So it's like once you understand, you just gotta know that's gonna come, and you gotta, you just gotta be prepared to handle it. Be prepared to handle it because you don't know what's
Right.
coming, so you gotta be prepared to handle it.
Yep.
You'll be alright.
Yep.
You're gonna definitely be alright.
Well, thank you. Thank you
Thank
so
you very
much
much.
for all of your gems and all of your stories and all of your knowledge. No, we really do appreciate it.
Yeah.
You know, you're always welcome back. You know, when you want to do the G Print 2.0, how to flip a house, how to get a food truck, how to get an LLC. I mean, you
People
can teach-
want that
listen,
information, yeah.
You want to start building your library in here? Be my guest.
I look at it like this, and the reason why I like doing, or I don't, like I always say I fell into this shit, is because it's like any business or let's say investment you probably want to do. I look at it like, okay, if you can go in it this way, the smart way, go ahead and do it. So if you do it this way, these are the simple steps right here, and it's not that complicated.
We just complicate things as
We
human
complicate because
beings.
we think we gotta do the most, and it's like
Our emotions tend to complicate it. We
Right,
get scared,
exactly.
we get
Like, it's
hesitant,
either that,
anxious.
It's either that, like I said, there's a lot. Don't get me wrong, there's a lot of bad information out here on the streets too.
Oh, for sure.
Oh, yeah.
And that's why I kind of like started like, and one day, they be like, you already complaining about, I want you to be a change. And like, I'm not like no big Instagram guru and like that, but it's like, I know what I've been doing and what I've learned. I tell people that shit works. You see what I'm saying? So it's kind of like, all right, well, listen, for the ones that's I can reach this light minded, look, I give you an offer. That's why, like I said before, like I really can't put no price on it because it's like, again, if I charge, let's say 500 or 1,000, if I'm showing you how to get 10, 100, 200,000, like,
Right.
how can I put a price on that?
Right,
Right.
right.
You know what I mean?
No, that's true.
How can I put a price on that? But that's why I usually gotta deal with certain people because even when, like I coach it crazy because even when you try to like have it at like a reasonable price, is either they're gonna jump on it or they're gonna take something fishy.
Right.
You raise your price, is either you might be too high, they're gonna jump on it, or they're gonna take something fishy. You go to the next level of pricing, it's gonna be the same shit.
Yeah.
Right.
You know what I mean? But it's like, why? What the hell is going on?
If they
What
want
the hell
and they're
is
serious about it, they'll figure it out.
That's
You see what I'm
right.
saying? So
100%.
that's why they
Because I'm
always
sure
say.
people pay for things like this all the time and then do nothing with it. So now
Nah,
you
it
just
really come
wasted
down-
your money.
I think it really come down to. I think, matter of fact, it was you. You told me it was like I think we were doing like credit or whatever. And you said you told your friend, and they were like, "Oh, that was too much." And they want to buy some Louis and shit.
Oh, yeah.
So it's kind of like,
Yeah, they're like, how much you charge? I gave them the price. They're like, all right, cool. No,
what I'm saying,
it's
but
too
it's like-
expensive. And then they're King of Prussia buying a new bag or shoes
so
or
it's
whatever.
like, so when you look at
They could have invested
shoes
that
are
and
more
got it
valuable
a couple
than
more
fixing
times
your
over.
credit.
Yeah.
because again, it's like if you, I say that's why I said draw up the right play. Because while you thinking like this is a bad play or this is something you want to do, like the whole time you would have ran this play, you could have leveraged it this way.
Right.
So the whole time though, you could have probably got your shit fixed. Maybe got the right credit cards, spend the money that you was gonna spend anyway, get the reward points back, and it would have gave you the money that you could have got your goddamn Louis back.
There you go.
Come on, make it make sense. I'm just trying to show you the
Right.
tricks of the gym.
Yeah.
Now, you ain't gotta do all that, but
Right. But there's
understand,
better ways.
It's better
Yeah.
ways to do
to
it.
spend
Yep.
your money.
Because again, I feel like we're all adults. You know what I mean? I don't know people out here just blowing their money or whatever it's little like, but you know, I'm pretty sure that everybody claiming they have some type of investment shit going on. So imagine if you could just simplify it for yourself.
Right.
So just simplify it for yourself, do it, and understand that it ain't gonna be easy. But again, if you,
It's going to be worth it.
it's going to be worth
For
it.
sure.
Yeah.
It's going to be worth it. Like
For
it's crazy.
sure.
And I think the main thing is like it come down to the money. So if you put it like this, if you can find a way, or you can prove to yourself that shit you get from your job, if you can produce that your goddamn self, then you really got to sit down and ask yourself, then what the hell am I working
Why am
for?
I here?
Yeah.
No, that's true.
You know what I mean? So if you making, I'm gonna say realistic numbers. I'm gonna say for the Lord, not for like not the Lord, but for like the average people.
Average, yeah.
I'm gonna say I'm there at one point. Let's say after taxes, a month lump sum. I look at money like a lump sum. I look at it like shit by the month and shit like that. I think so. I look at shit by a lump sum. So let's say you making at least $4,000 a month, and that's before the bills and shit. So let's say you do your bills, you probably knock yourself down to, I don't know, $3,000, $2,500 for example. You paying your rent, car, and all that extra bullshit. You don't think that you probably got a hustle or something or an investment that you probably can do that they can bring you in?
You do.
Maybe $4,000 or $5,000 or $6,000 a month or something like.
Yeah.
But if you feel, but at the same time too, you take the limits off yourself, and that's when they had to like the pandemic and shit. It was like prior, like like the pandemic or whatever. It was like putting myself in my mind says like, yo, just take the limits off yourself because it's like I'm spirit like driven, like I'm religious driven, so. It's like, I can't put no limits on it. Yeah. I don't know.
Just keep going.
Just keep going. You never know what could pop up or what you might come up with or might person you might meet or what type of investment you might get in. You just never know. So as long as you look in poverty, like in life and shit, like you just never know what's going to happen. Yep. But if you're not looking for it, you're not putting yourself in a position, it ain't going to come.
It's not. Yep.
Stay positive, attract positivity.
That's all it is. It's like, there's like some type of law, like what's that?
The law of attraction.
Law of attraction,
Yes.
right? Like,
Yes.
the law of attraction, like so.
No,
That's if you want better, you gotta do, but that's all it is.
Seriously, that's it. Again, thank you.
Thank you.
And that is a wrap on this episode.
Bye.